What's good, guys? It's your boy Justin J coming to you with another video. Let's cook, boys. Let's cook. All right, how to articulate your thoughts, right? And how to stop overthinking. So I used to bump into this problem a lot, noticing it in the comment section, and I noticed it in general in this space on the internet, or even in my own friends, right? Because, like I said, I used to have this problem, so I'm easily able to identify it, right? Listen, the person I used to be when I was overthinking things all the time was a person who wasn't sure of himself, was a person who wasn't sure what path he was on. I was a person that was just a drifter. So what I noticed was I wasn't getting to where I wanted to get all the time. I was getting things that I wanted, but I wasn't always sure that I was gonna get them. I was always overthinking, right? But now with this new mentality, right? I get everything I want because I view things in this manner of whatever I want, it's a beautiful thing, right? So it's the same way how even down to the littlest things, like how a chick can tell you, we should wait, or maybe I don't think, and this, that, and the third, and it's like, but wait a minute, what I want to happen is a beautiful thing, and if she had a beautiful mind as well, she would understand that this is a beautiful thing. She wouldn't be trying to shame me or, telling me that, you're being a horn dog or you're coming on too strong or whatever by being direct, right? It's like, no. Sex is a beautiful thing when it's happening between two people that want it to happen. So all that's happening here is she doesn't want it to happen. That doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. That doesn't mean that having sex too fast is a bad thing, right? Get it? When you believe that what you want to happen is a beautiful thing, it doesn't matter. I want to get in my car and go to the farmer's market, right? That's a beautiful thing. I want to get up, do 2 loads of laundry at the laundromat. That's a beautiful thing because I want it to happen and I know how to make it happen. Do you understand? So if I know how to make it happen, I go to the laundromat and they say, laundromat's closed. Is that now a bad thing that I wanted to go do laundry? No, it's still a beautiful thing. So I want you guys, that's why I spit these analogies so you understand. A lot of dudes think that this will never work for me. Look, I saw a comment the other day, right? The first Handsome Men's Game video. None of this works, or no guys experience this unless you're born handsome. There's no amount of self-improving that you can do that's gonna get chicks to look at you or like make chicks like you and blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, bruh, you guys want to be victims, not you guys like the people watching my channel, but I'm saying, well, yeah, some of them, like, the people who come in with that goofy stuff or even your own friends in life, I seen those comments too. Guys are like, oh, well, my friend gave me this advice. I'm glad I found this video and I didn't listen to them. And I remember I replied to this one dude like, bro, you need to find better friends because if you adopt that mindset, you're gonna be looking just like them. And do they get girls or are they successful and all this shit like that you guys care about, like that they care about in this space? Oh, looks, money, status. Well, look at them. Are they reaping the benefits from all that shit? Yeah, giving you this advice? No. So never go against your mind. Never second guess shit, right? Once you accept that you have a beautiful mind, you're gonna start to be able to articulate your thoughts better, right? Look, it's all like this, right? Like the confidence. When you think to yourself in your mind, okay, what I'm about to say is about to come off smooth because I already know I got this. I know how I want it to go and I'm about to go do it. So when you move like that, you're going to instantly see things change. You're gonna see the interactions being different between you and other people. You're not even gonna be second guessing to stutter. I think you're very pretty. Can I take you out sometime? It's not gonna be any goofy garbage like that because you're gonna know how to articulate yourself. It's gonna roll off of you. I'm telling you. So here's another thing. You gotta appreciate the small victories that you take in life, the small W's, right? And then you're gonna start to understand better that, no matter what it is, whatever I want, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. The littlest victories. Okay, you got into a better school, right? How did that happen? You had to get the grades to hack it to get into the school. How did you get the grades to hack it? It came from the beautiful mind, right? Let's say you self-improved, right? You hit the gym 6 months to a year. You're feeling great. Your body looks different now, right? So now, how did that happen? From the beautiful mind. You already had, a fucking plan set in place to get to where you wanted to go. And you got there. You should be proud. That came from the beautiful mind. I'm telling you right now, when you're writing your notes, right? And you've got like a busy week, right? And you're doing your schedule and you're trying to time everything perfectly so everything goes according to plan. How do you do that? How do you plan? How do you write all that shit down? Oh, it comes from the beautiful mind, right? Okay, so why isn't your mind beautiful when you go to approach a chick? Why isn't your mind beautiful when you want to go for your dream job? Why? Why is it? You want to start your own business? You got an idea that you want to put into action, right? Why isn't your mind beautiful there? What the shit that you think about there? Nobody's coming to save you. If you're looking at my video right now and you're feeling down about yourself and you don't know how to articulate yourself because maybe you're afraid, maybe you think you talk funny, maybe you think you don't fit in, right? Maybe you think you'll get ridiculed for saying the wrong thing or whatever you perceive to be as the wrong thing. Listen, you are an individual. You have a beautiful mind, and if somebody doesn't appreciate your beautiful mind, it's time to step. Now look, the second guessing, that's gonna come in when you don't see yourself as that dude. It's only going to stop when you start seeing yourself as that dude, and you start saying what you mean and meaning what you say. I'm telling you, straight like that. You are him, and they are them. You listen to it, you're like, yo, what the fuck is that he's spitting? That doesn't sound like something I could get down with. You're just not a militant motherfucker. That's straight up. You're just not militant enough, right? Because the whole second guessing everything will have you living in a shoebox. Will have you living in less than living conditions, right? Like just with this whole victim mentality, it will always have you looking at the L's. It won't have you looking at the W's. It'll always have you looking at yesteryear instead of looking forward at your future. You understand? All of that second guessing baby bullshit, it's out the window. Because look, every person, right, that you see that's successful, probably that you watch on a screen or something, they were supposed to be popping a year or two before that, 4 years before that. They've been had that plan in effect. Matter of fact, I'm gonna use myself as an example. Do you know how big I would be on YouTube if I would have just started a year ago? I was supposed to do this shit 2 years ago. And although I'm happy because it racked up the experience, the stories, and the knowledge, right? Bro, I'll be over 100K subscribers right now if I would have started back then. But yet, look, right? I woke up one day and I started it. And I'm still good. I'm still creating a buzz. I'm still giving out value. You understand? So it's like, even though it held me back, I had to wake up. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Stop thinking that, oh, well, this will never work for me and I've been ridiculed and I've taken so many L's in my life. No. You start today. The second guessing can be done today. You understand that, right? You can actually articulate your thoughts, put them into actions, like talk to people and actually make them believe you. That shit can start today. Understand that. Listen, on my channel, I always say, hard times are gonna show you who you really are. I mean, I probably didn't say it in those words, but yes, hard times are going to show you who you really are. Don't second guess yourself, because when you second guess yourself, the only person you're counting out is yourself. When you're second guessing yourself, just think, would I second guess myself if I went to the store and got some groceries? Would I second guess myself if I went to, get some gas? Would I second guess myself if I just went to get my 10K steps in, my morning walk? Do I second guess that? No. So why am I gonna second guess anything, really? Because whatever I want to happen is beautiful. You have a beautiful mind, and what you want to happen is going to happen when you believe in that shit. And when you believe that you're that dude, and you say what you mean, and you mean what you say. Stand on something. Because that's the thing too. When you don't stand on anything, you're never knowing what's right. When you're a man, bro, even if you make the wrong decision, the decision that you made is always right. It's always right, even though it's wrong. I know it doesn't make sense, but the fact that you stood on that shit. Now, I don't mean like disrespecting somebody or getting into an argument with somebody and you were actually at fault and you don't apologize, like stuff like that. No. I'm not talking about like immature shit like that. What I'm talking about is, right, when you're making something happen and you put a plan in a play and you're like, all right, I'm gonna do this, and it just doesn't happen to go in your favor. That's okay. That's okay. You still made the right play. It's like you see a chick out in the street, right? And you think, oh, she bad or whatever. Oh, she look good or whatever. So you go holler, you go shoot your shot, right? And she tells you, oh, no, thank you, I have a boyfriend, right? It was still a victory within itself because look, you went after what you wanted. You're a hunter as a man. So did you not go do what you were supposed to do? Did you go do something out of the ordinary? No, you actually did what most motherfuckers don't got the heart to do. And just because she said no, that shouldn't make you feel any different about yourself. You understand? Don't walk away like, oh, well, that hurt my ego and now I don't know and I'm gonna second guess myself the next time I go up to a chick. No. You might go to a job, right, that you worked your ass off at, right? And you probably got like a little raise, a little bonus, or they might have told you you're a temp to perm. We need you to prove yourself in this little 90 days. And you did this shit. You got the job. You got the benefits. It pays good. And then you're working there for like 5 months and they tell you all of a sudden, we got to let you go. Right? The whole time that you were showing them your worth, they gave you the job, you got the bonus, this, that, and the third. Was that the wrong decision? Was that the wrong thing to do? No. Value for value. You showed them your worth, they gave you the job. Maybe something came up, or maybe they were, they had too many employees and they had to get rid of a couple and you were on the chopping block. You understand? Is that going to make you go to the next job like, you know what? I learned my lesson from that job. I'm not working my hardest at this job because the last job, they laid me off and this, that, and the third. What? You're forgetting the whole purpose, like the whole beginning of that. How you showed them your value and in turn, they gave you the job. You really proved to yourself like, yo, I'm a hard worker, and you actually proved it to them. Now, if somebody called them up, you're using them as a reference, what do you think they're gonna say about you? See, but in the moment, you're not thinking like that because you got let go. Shit's beautiful, man. And like, yo, and that's what I'm saying. When you move this way, you're unstoppable. Of course, there's always gonna be that nature in us, that second guess, big decisions, like decisions that can end us. But bro, there should never be any second guessing on things like that are gonna take you to the next level. I'm telling you, man, my cousin used to tell me this all the time, right? When we first started flipping money, like doing the stock trading and crypto, he was always like, yo, why is it that I gotta tell you about a company or tell you when it's about to spike up, right? Or tell you when to get in on the dip, right? And you don't understand, like it always takes me showing you proof like 5 times before you do it. So yeah, you're getting in good, but think about it. If you would have got in when I told you to get in, bro, you would have, like what's wrong with you? And he's right. And it was like after that, it was like that stage of my life. After that is just when I said, you know what, this has got to stop. Because see, it gets in the way of you making more money. So when you hear guys like, I'm always second guessing myself and I never know what to do in these situations, that's because you don't know yourself in those situations. So that means you have to be put in those situations. That's why I always say men have to be put in uncomfortable situations to then be comfortable in uncomfortable situations. That second guessing shit, it comes from you not being yourself in situations because you've never been in those situations. You have to believe in the beautiful mind, man. And once you do, I'm telling you, you're gonna know how to articulate yourself in different situations. I'm telling you, you can go into like a business meeting, you'll know how to articulate yourself. You can go on a first date, you'll know how to articulate yourself. You can walk into a situation with a bunch of strangers and they'll feel like they know you. You'll just start talking to everybody. You're gonna know yourself. And little things you're gonna look back on things and you're gonna be like, yo, I can't believe, man, I was so foolish. I was always doubting myself. I never knew the right things to say. I never knew how to come across as genuine or masculine, or dominant when it called for it. I never knew how to get myself to that point because I never saw myself in those situations. But once you start putting feet to pavement and you start, showing with your actions more than your words, how you feel about yourself, oh yeah, they're gonna see that beautiful mind showing, man, because it comes off in your actions and how you speak. Like I said, you're gonna know how to articulate yourself. So once it comes off smooth like that, everybody's just gonna gravitate towards you because like I said in the last video, it's just something that you can't buy. And this shit is for you. That's why a lot of guys don't feel like him. And I wanna tell this story too, just to let you guys know that, like I said, I've been on one side of the fence and now I'm on this side of the fence. So I was working this old job, right? And there was this kid there, he was overweight and he would come into the job, he would, be slouching, posture down and just be looking like he was over life. And he used to come into work and just be like, with this slow walk and just had this look, I knew it. It was this look of, I don't even want to be here no more. And, way back when I felt like that, I know what that feels like. So my coworker at the time was like, I'm not going to say what he said about him, but he said a joke. And I'm like, come on, man, don't do that. He's like, come on, man. He's like, come on, man, what you mean? Well, we just having fun. And I'm like, bro, you don't know what that man goes through. And I can tell you right now what he goes through, man. That man's going through a lot, bro. He's going through a lot of shit that, people can't even understand. So just cool out with the jokes, bro. And he was just like, he looking at me like he can't understand me. And he's like, you know what? All right, bro. Like, even though he don't understand, he's still like, all right, bro. So then, like 3 days go past. And then he comes up to me, he's like, yo, you were right, bro. And I'm like, what you mean? He's like, about that kid, when you told me like not to say the joke and shit. He's like, yeah, we were chopping it up when he came by the counter here. And he was telling me how he's all depressed and how he feels invisible and how he feels worthless. And bro, it's like Groundhog's Day. He comes here every day doing the same job day in and day out, and he doesn't know if he wants to be here anymore, right? So I didn't even big myself up or say like, well, yeah, I know him, right, or whatever. I was just like, damn, bro, see? It's crazy, bro. Things will come around for him, though. And then, we carried on about our day doing our job, but that just goes to show you, bro. You can identify pain in others. This is why I'm making this video, because when I see it in the comment section or even in my own friends, I tell them like, yo, my own cousin, sometimes he'll second guess himself. The same one who I was telling you that told me that I second guess myself. I just had to tell him that shit a couple days ago. It's a situation he's got going on and shit. And I'm like, bruh, why are you second guessing yourself? You're that dude. And then he was just like, damn, you're right. That, like, bro, we all need that friend that's gonna be there to tell us that shit. But see, this is why I always say you are your own best friend. That's why positive self-talk comes into play. Do you want to be him or do you want to be them? I'll let you decide. It's your boy Justin J. Get with you boys in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's go, boys. Let's go.